Hey guys, so as you might see, there are a lot of crosses behind me. This means we arrived at my grandparents' home here in Croatia, and we just arrived here after a 10 hours drive. We were driving from Germany at I think 4 a.m. and now we have 1 p.m., which is also lunchtime. And my grandma already prepped the meals. So today we also have Good Friday, which means we're not allowed to eat meat. And normally you eat here meat every day almost. So yeah, today we're gonna switch it up a little bit, and I think my grandma is now finishing the lunch. It's gonna be, I think, fish with potatoes. So this will be also the first meal which I'm gonna eat here in Croatia, and I thought I'm gonna show you throughout the week what my grandma is usually doing as meals for us, so you can have maybe a glimpse in what's maybe typical to eat here in Croatia, in case you're interested. And I think I'm gonna visit now my grandma in the kitchen and see how she's doing. Okay guys, so as you might see, now we have late afternoon. It's now around 6 p.m. Normally we don't drink coffee so late, but we were also visiting my other grandma here, so that's why the afternoon coffee is a little bit late today. But yeah, normally what we're gonna take is always some coffee, and yeah, so normally what we take is always a coffee with some biscuits, some typical Croatian cakes which you normally get in every shop. So yeah, this is something really typical here. And I do need to say, normally I don't like store-bought cake or pastry, but those ones in Croatia here, they're so good. I love them so much. So yeah, we're gonna have now a little afternoon coffee time. Meat, as you can see. Oh, and those ones, those are called chubavce, and those are my favorite ones.
Ide u djeca doma. Ima i svoj plan. Utakmicu. Moj, gledaj ga, gledaj ga. O, koliki mi je zdrav.
grandparents always tell me one story when I come visit them, that with the age of 3 months, they let me try sarma, which is a typical Croatian meal here, and I loved it so much when I tried it the first time that I even wanted more. It's so funny because they always make the face I did as a baby, and no matter how many times they tell me the story, I think they will never stop telling me, and to be honest, I don't even want them to stop. I think it's one of their happy moments they shared with me, and I always smile like it would be the first time I hear that story. So this is the reason why my grandma made for me my favorite meal, which is sarma. It's a really traditional meal which you normally eat on Christmas time here, but you can also do it around Easter. It's basically a mix of ground meat, sour cabbage and rice, which is cooked in a thick sauce with bell pepper powder. And since I'm not often in Croatia, my grandma was also teaching me the first time how to roll it properly and what you need to consider while cooking it. I had a lot of fun actually, and I also can't wait to cook it maybe one day for my other family in Spain and show them a little tiny bit of the food scene here in Croatia. And to be honest, I think they will like it as much as I do.
Hoćeš uspjet ove dvije? Damals haben die Mönche.
Ja gut, ich bin gut. Sehr gut. A ja to možda tako budu.
Good morning guys. So right now we have 12 a.m. and my grandpa actually wanted to show me how he's doing his natural nature medicine, I would call it. And also my grandma, for example, she also takes it on her bread as a form of honey. I really wanted to see how this works. So yeah, let's see. Okay guys, so today is a new day, which also means it's time for another lunch at my grandma's home. And today we're gonna have my grandma's favorite meal when she was a kid, which is like chicken in a paprika sauce with pasta. She told me how she was asking her grandma back then if it would be possible to have this meal without using chicken because she loved this meal so much. But because my grandma's family didn't have the craziest amount of money, they were only able to eat meat once in a week. So she was like asking for a more vegetarian alternative. But I think this is not so easy because the chicken is really cooking in the sauce for almost an hour, and during this process it gives like a lot of aroma to the sauce. So unfortunately I think it's not so easy to copy it in a veggie version, but maybe you can try, maybe you know a way how. But yeah, it was like so cute when she told me the story, but also so sad. Like, yeah, back then the people really didn't had a lot of money. I think that was normal, especially those times after the war. It is the hardest, and I can really see how different my grandparents behave from us. Like, my grandpa is not even throwing the crumbles of a bread away, and he's like eating it with coffee, you know? And it's like so crazy to me, but back then I think it was so normal to really not waste any type of food. This makes me also feel like really lucky to live now in a time where I don't need to struggle. Can I afford now to eat meat or not? But yeah, I love her stories from my grandparents. They are so filled with love, and she always smiles when she talks about her childhood. Even though they didn't have a lot of money, they were happy. So yeah, this will be today's lunch. And yeah, normally her grandma did it with pasta from scratch but we're gonna take store-bought pasta. Let's get to the lunch table.